and we'll jump in. So this week's Mindful Monday session is around building motivation. This is really, really important topic, and I absolutely love it. Now, a lot of people, they say that I just don't feel very motivated. I just feel like I can't be bothered. Most of a lack of motivation is actually fatigue. That's really what it is. I don't think I've ever woken up in the day and just felt really good, felt really energized. My mind is clear, my body's feeling well, and I've got lots of energy floating through me. And I've just thought to myself, I'm just going to sit down and watch Netflix all day. Most of the time, lost motivation is fatigue. That's what it is. Now, there's a very helpful acronym that I stumbled upon a while ago that was to help me with my fatigue and to let me know where I was out of balance. And the acronym is MEDS RX. So the M stands for meditation. We are in a world right now where we are so bombarded with information and so much stuff going on around us. This whole mindfulness movement, people are like, well, why has it come about? It's like 100 years ago, we were doing mindfulness all the time. We had to walk places. We didn't have headphones. We weren't scrolling on Instagram. We weren't completely bombarded by stimulus all the time. If we wanted to take a video back, we had to sit there and press rewind and wait for it to finish. We had to wait so much. We built our patience, so we had that meditation side of us down. But now in this modern world, if you're not taking time out of your day to just sit and be still, to rest your nervous system, to give it a chance to relax, you're going to burn out. The dopamine going through your body, all the chemicals that happen from being consistently stimulated by technology, you will burn out. So the first one is meditation. Am I taking 5-10 minutes per day to just sit and be quiet? The next one is E for exercise. Now, everyone has a base level of exercise that they know helps them keep fit and healthy. The exercise that works for me is not the exercise that works for you. Everyone is individual. Maybe for you, it's walking. Maybe it's riding the exercise bike. For me, I like to do 30 minutes of exercise per day. That's my level. Some days I might skip one day a week and I might do a couple of hours when I play tennis. But for me, that's it. So knowing for you what your base level of exercise, your requirement for your body to feel good is very important. The D, that stands for, and this is a good one, diet. Every single person on this call knows what foods make them feel good and what food doesn't. And if you're not too sure about this, ask your body. It will tell you. I remember doing this exercise where I'd go through the supermarket and I would sit there and I'd look at the food and ask my body, do you want this or do you not want this? And eventually my body started telling me, it started giving me signals. So asking yourself, what foods do I need to avoid so that I can maintain my level of energy for motivation? So we've got MED. The S is sleep. This is a really important one. All the studies that they've done have said that I think it's men need between 7 and 8 hours sleep per night, and women need between 7.5 and about 9 hours sleep per night. Are you getting a good quality night's sleep? Do you have devices around you so that the first hour of your sleep is just completely disrupted? Your mind is still going crazy. It's really important. So if we can nail those, the meds, and the RX is relationships. Making sure, they've done the longest study that they've ever done on human success was through Harvard. And they found that over this, I think it's gone for 70 years now, the study, the most contributing factor to whether someone lives a long, healthy, happy life is the quality of their relationships. That's the one determining factor. So for you, asking yourself, okay, what are the most important relationships in my life and am I nourishing them weekly? It might not be daily, it might be weekly for you. And then the X is your X factor. Whatever it is for you, everyone has something that for them makes them feel energized, makes them feel good. So understanding what is your X factor? For me, it's supplementation. I like taking my rhodiola, my ginseng, those kind of things in the morning. For me, that's part of my X factor. I also love protein powder. My body type, my body absolutely loves it. Having one protein shake per day, mixing it between different ones. But what's your X factor? Maybe it's going for a walk. That's your X factor. Maybe it's talking to people. There's one thing that energizes you and makes you feel really good that doesn't fit into the meds R. So what's your X factor? Now, the next part of motivation that's so important to understand is If your mind is not touching the rim of an exciting future, then you're not going to feel very motivated. If you're in survival mode and you're only thinking about how am I going to get through the next day? How am I going to get through this week? And you don't have anything into the future where you're looking forward to, that you're excited about, that you get to expand and grow into, your mind is going to not feel very good because it's always in survival. You know, one of the things that I do for myself is I carry a goal card on me. It's just a written thing, description of something that I'm striving for, which is way in the future. It's actually 2 years away, this goal. This keeps my mind, my time horizon very open. I can see so many more possibilities. I can see so many more things in there that excite me, that make me feel like I'm looking forward to something. If you've lost track of your ambitions, the reasons why you're trying your guts out right now to do well, it will affect your motivation. But if you sit there and you can visualize, this is where I'm going, this is what I want, that's one way to build motivation. And the last one, and I think that this is so important, knowing why it's important that you do well right now. Not next week, not in a year's time, right now. You know, if you're going to go after your ambitions, if you're going to look after yourself, sometimes we need a motivating reason why. For me, I think about my partner and how she needs me to be the man that she needs me to be so that she can have the kind of life that she wants to live. I think about my parents and how they're getting old and how they need me to show up as the best version of myself. What are your most powerful reasons? You know, those are my two. And the last one is I'm very aware I'm going to die one time at some point. This life is not forever. I'm very aware that I am one day, whether it's where I'm 60, whether I'm 80, whether I'm 90, I'm going to have to sit down and be like, this is it. How do I feel about what I did here? Am I proud of the efforts that I put in? And I don't know what your motivating reasons are to do well today, but maybe there's someone in your life that's really counting on you. Maybe there's something that's really important for you to feel each day. I want to feel powerful. I want to feel like I'm a source of light for thousands of people around the world. That's important to me. What's important to you? And if you can nail all of those things to do with motivation, oh my God, you're going to be on top of the world. Now, we're going to jump into some journaling prompts on this. Now, if anything came up for you and you're like, I really want to work on this, this is more of a personal development session. We usually do mindfulness, but this was more personal development. If something came up for you and you're like, I really want to work on that, please do let me know. This is what I love helping people do. Please reach out to me. We can organize to jump on a quick call and I can help you out. One of my favorite things in life is to help people achieve the goals that they want and to live happy, healthy lives. So if something come up, just let me know. Now, the journaling prompts, I want you to just at the top of a piece of paper or on your device, wherever you're on right now, just write Mindful Mondays, building motivation. Mindful Mondays, building motivation. And if you've already been taking notes, you can put a date up the top, which is the 9th of the 9th, 2024. But our first journaling prompt that we're going to get into tonight is this. Number one, what do you want to feel motivated or inspired to do this week? We're going to start with this. What do you want to feel motivated or inspired to do this week? And you can answer it by saying, I want to feel motivated or inspired this week so that and then write down what you want. Do you want to feel motivated to do your meditation? Do you want to feel motivated to go after your job interview that you've got this week? Do you want to feel inspired to go for your walk and look around and really appreciate the nature that you're seeing? What is it that you want to feel motivated or inspired for this week? Just write it down. Currently, I'm recording more content for my social media side, which is not something that I really get excited about, to be honest. But that's something that I want to feel more motivated and inspired to do this week, to make incredible content for thousands of people to view and be inspired by. Maybe you want to be motivated to go to the gym a couple of times. Maybe you want to be motivated to get a good night's sleep. There's no wrong answer here. And once you've got something, just give me a thumbs up so I know to move on to the next question. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Zara. Thanks, Broman. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Brad. Beautiful. Thanks, Colin. We'll move on to the second question. Thanks, Loretta and Kate. What are your motivating reasons to do this activity or task? I want you to really think about this. I want you to dot point a few. And you can answer it by saying, the things that motivate me to do this task are. What are the things that motivate you to do this task? For me, with the social media, it's like the thing that motivates me is I want to grow my following so I can reach more people and help inspire more people. I want to get better at talking on camera and getting the inflection of my tone correct. I want to get better at public speaking. What's your reasons? Your motivating reasons to do well at this task? And if you need to, just take a deep breath, just relax into it. There's no pressure here. Amazing work, amazing. And once you've got a few that you're happy with, just give me a thumbs up so I know to go on to the next one. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Colin. Thanks, Akila, Loretta. Beautiful. Thanks, Brad, Jonathan. Amazing. Number 3, to help my body be energized to do this task, what is it that's important for you to do from a meds RX standpoint? And I want you to think about this and answer it by this. What will help me feel energized and ready to succeed is. So just write down, what will help me feel energized and ready to succeed is. For me, getting a good night's sleep. Really important. Most days I get up at 4 a.m. So I really want to finish this call tonight and jump straight into bed, read a few lines and turn the lights out so I can get my 7 hours sleep. I don't know what it is for you, but what will help me feel energized and ready to succeed is. Maybe it's to meditate a few times. Maybe it's to eat some really healthy meals. What are you going to do to look after your body to make sure you're in a good state of being to tackle this task that you've got coming up? And it might seem basic. Basic is good. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do gratitude, do handstands, walk around the block, touch trees, walk barefoot on the grass, watch the sunrise. You don't have to do all that. Maybe there's just a couple of things that you can do that your body's craving that's going to help you feel energized this week in the best place to tackle this. And once you've got something, just give me a thumbs up. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Brahman. Doing really well, guys. Doing really well. Thanks, Loretta. Beautiful. And we might move on just to the last one. Thanks, Jonathan. Number 4, and this is an important question. How are you going to make sure that you succeed at this thing that you're going to do for your body? And I want you to answer this by saying, to give myself every chance to succeed, to give myself every chance to succeed, I will. And I want you to write down what's going to help you get to sleep early, what's going to help you cook that meal. A lot of habits usually fail because of a lack of preparation, mentally and physically. We say, I'm going to go to the gym 4 times this week, but we don't have a workout plan. Our clothes aren't ready. Our shoes aren't by the door. We don't know where our gym key tag is. So what are you going to do to help yourself succeed at this task of going to bed tonight? I'm going to hop off this call, hop straight into bed. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to do anything. That's what I'm going to do to give myself the best chances to succeed. And once you've got something or got a few things that you feel happy with, just give me a thumbs up to let me know to move on to the next thing. Beautiful. Thanks, Stephen. And if you do have any questions that you want to ask at the end of the session, like I say, I do stay on after the meditation. So if you have a question that you would love to ask, Brad, that is really cool. I haven't seen anyone do that yet. You have to stay on at the end so you can tell me how you did that. But if you have a question that you want to ask at the end of the call, please just write it down and I will be answering questions at the end. So there is a chance to ask anything. If anything comes up for you and you're comfortable asking in front of others, amazing. Or you can just send it to me on Meetup or on Instagram, David Keith Turner Coaching on Instagram and Facebook. But now we're going to jump into our meditation. So I want you to just take a moment to get nice and comfortable. Stretch out if you need to. Move your body around in any way, shape, or form. I move around as much as I can, so I give you permission to move around as much as you can. Amazing. Getting nice and comfortable. Now, I'm just going to give a little bit of a, how do I say this? I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown of what we're going to do in this session, because it's a little bit different to what we've done in other ones. We're going to be doing something that's called priming. Now, most people do this in the morning, but because we're doing motivation, I wanted to give you this as a tool, something that you can do yourself. Maybe you can do it tomorrow morning when the recording's up on YouTube. But the way that it works is we start off with a breathing exercise, which is called, like, I think they call it dragon's breath. It's where you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose as hard as you can. Now, if you don't want to go too hard, don't go too hard. This is your own pace. But the way that it works is when I instruct you to, you bring your arms up beside you around shoulder height. And for every inhale, you lift your arms up. For every exhale, you bring them down. And we do 30 of these. So I'll say in, out, and I'll guide you, but it looks like this. And the more effort that you put in, the more that you will get out of it. We will do 30 inhales and exhales. And then after you do that for the first time, you put your hands down on your lap and just relax. We'll break for about 20, 30 seconds, and then we'll go again. And we're going to do this breathing exercise 3 times. And then after that, I'll just guide you like normal. So just taking a moment to find yourself in a nice, comfortable position. The music is nice and loud, Stephen. You can hear it perfectly. Beautiful. Amazing. Just taking a moment to arrive completely into stillness. In a comfortable position with your back nice and straight, ready to do our breathing exercise where we breathe in through our nose, lift our arms up, breathe out through the nose and bring our arms down. Now we're going to do this quite quick. I will count it. You don't need to count it. And we'll do our first inhale in 3, 2, 1. In, out, 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 in, and all the way out. Breathe all the way out. Putting your hands on your lap. Just noticing how you feel. If you're feeling any tingling, any endorphins running through your body, that's good. Whatever you're feeling, amazing. And this time, do it a little bit quicker. Instead of counting it, just follow along with my breath of in and out. So just follow the sound of my breath. Lifting your hands up to your shoulder height again. And we'll do our first inhale in 3, 2, 1. Breathe all the way out. Letting your hands relax on your lap. And again, just noticing how you feel. And getting ready for our last round of breathing. Bringing your hands up to your shoulder height. And we'll do our first inhale in 3, 2, 1. Breathing all the way out. Bringing your hands down onto your lap. Just noticing any tingling, any calmness. Just noticing how you feel. What I want you to do now is I want you to imagine that there is a beam of white light that's shooting down from the sky, going straight into the top of your head, and it's going all the way down through your body, all the way through your head, down through your neck, through your shoulders, your arms, your torso, all the way through your legs, all the way out your feet and into the earth below you. I want you to imagine that you take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, the light comes back all the way up through your body, clearing out any emotions that you don't want in there, any thoughts, any doubts, any worries, all the way back out into the sky as you breathe out. And what I want you to do now is every time I ask you to breathe in, I want you to pull that light down through your body, bringing love, bringing positive energy, bringing healing. So take a deep breath in, pull it all the way down through your body, all the way through, down into the earth. Breathe out, feel it just shoot back up. Bring it in again with a deep breath. Feel it go all the way through your body, just bringing love, bringing peace, bringing strength, all the best parts of you just being strengthened, all the parts of you that are struggling, they're being removed. And breathe out. Feel it just go back out into the universe. And I want you to breathe in again, bringing it straight down all the way through your body, bringing it right through all the way into the ground. And as you breathe out, just breathing it out, back up into the universe. And this time, breathing it all the way down through your body, feeling it strengthen your heart, the love that you have within you, the excitement, the motivation, all the way down through your feet into the earth. And I want you to imagine right now that you can feel it centering in your heart. I want you to take a hand and I want you to place it over your heart right now. And I want you to feel all the love that you have within you. And as you're feeling all the love, I want you to imagine right now a moment that you're really grateful for in your past. Maybe it was a happy memory, maybe it was an exciting memory, but I want you to imagine stepping into a moment of utter gratitude, one of the best moments of your life. Just taking a moment, step into it now. I want you to see what you saw then. I want you to hear what you heard then and feel what you felt in that moment. really enjoying this feeling, this memory. And I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you take a deep breath in, I want you to imagine that you're stepping into another memory that you can feel truly grateful for. Maybe you can see the smiles of someone that you love. Maybe you can hear the laughter, whatever it is. Stepping into this second moment that you're truly grateful for. Allowing yourself to enjoy it deeply. Now taking another step into another memory, a past memory of utter gratitude, one of the best days of your life, stepping into it right now, seeing everything that you saw then right now in front of you. And now, with all this love that's building up inside of your heart right now, this gratitude, this beautiful feeling, I want you to send love to someone in your life that you really care about. I want you to imagine seeing them, thinking about them. I want you to see them and see their face just lighting up, see any pain that they're experiencing just disapparating. See their shoulders drop as they look so relieved and they're smiling and they look healed, they look happy. Take a deep breath in, bringing more of this white, beautiful light into your heart. And I want you to think of another person. I want you to shoot this beautiful energy that's all locked up within your heart, this love. Think of another person. I want you to shoot the love towards them. See them smiling, see them being happy, seeing them being at peace. Just noticing how good it feels to send this love so freely, so lovingly. And I want you to think of one more person that you want to send love to. Maybe you don't even know them that well. Maybe it's someone that you've met for just a short period recently. Send that person some love and see them smiling, see them having a pep in their step, see them looking relieved and relaxed and at peace with a big smile on their face. And now I want you to step into a future memory. I want you to imagine something that's coming in the future. Maybe it's a goal that you want to see achieved. Maybe it's an activity that you want to go well. I want you to step into that moment right now with this love in your heart, this feeling of motivation. And I want you to step into it and see what you want to see, hear what you want to hear, and feel what you want to feel in that moment. Now I want you to step into another exciting future moment that you want to see happen. In this visualization, it is done. You don't have to wish for it. You don't have to hope for it. It is done. Step into it and enjoy that moment right now. I want you to notice with this memory all the impact that it's having, not just for you, but for people that you love and care about. See their lives being improved by this moment happening. And now stepping into a future moment of maybe romance, of love, of excitement, something going well in the future to do with a relationship. Maybe it's a partner, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a loved one. Stepping into that and experiencing it as if it's happening right now. And now I want you to imagine for the next 30 seconds, I want you to think of all the memories that you just thought about. I want you to think about every single thing that you can think of that you feel grateful for, that you feel excited about, that you feel purpose driven to achieve, that you feel is loving, sending it out. I want you to just grab every single moment that you possibly can. And every single time you pull it into your mind, I want you to just say in your head, yes. Pull in that moment where you're on that holiday and say yes. Pull in that moment where you felt grateful and say yes. And just go one after the other, building all the images, stacking them on top of each other. Every time feeling that they're coming into your heart, feel your heart strengthening, the love inside of you growing. Feel the energy building. Feel the happiness growing. And now I want you to take your hand away from your heart and put it back down on your lap. I want you to take a deep breath in, feeling the white light inside of you just burn so bright, feels so good, all the way from top of your head to the tips of your toes. And I want you to breathe out and just feel it all coming outside of your body, back up through your head, back out into the universe. Just taking a moment to notice how you feel. And if there's anything that you want to say to yourself right at this moment to help build your motivation, I want you to say it now. It could be, I am loved. It could be, I am powerful. I want you to tell yourself something right now that feels really good to hear. Amazing. And what I want you to do now is take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, you can start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your neck from side to side, whatever feels good. As you slowly come back into your body, becoming aware of the temperature of the room, becoming aware of how your body feels. And when you feel that you've completely arrived back in your body and you feel good, you can slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. Amazing work, guys. Now, that was a different kind of meditation than what we've done before. So when you leave today's session, if you want to, feel free to leave a review, or if you liked this type of session or you didn't like this type of session, please feel free to send me a message and let me know. Any feedback on these sessions is greatly appreciated. If it was your first time coming here, normally we do more things around like self-forgiveness, building self-belief, those kind of things. And sometimes we do these more personal development based ones. So thank you so much for coming along today. I hope that you really enjoyed it. And if you do want to reach out and have a chat, if anything came up for you that you want to work on, I am a mindset coach. That is what I do. I love working with people, helping them to achieve their goals. So it would be fantastic if you want to reach out. And when you go back into Meetup, if you want to leave a review, that is very helpful. Now, the way that it works is if you want to get going, that is completely fine. If you do want to have a chat with me, I'm just going to put a link in the chat where you can book a call. If you want to have a free one-to-one session with me, go ahead and book that. I love meeting new people and helping people with their goals. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. Hope that you enjoyed it. And I will now stop the recording and see if anyone's got anything that they'd like to say.